Looks like the heat isn't just melting ice cream, it's also melting Republican in the Senate. Turns out, Trump's tariffs are hitting home harder than the overseas targets he was aiming for. Whoops! Case in point, Rand Paul went on Fox News. And, let's just say, his review of Trump's tariffs was less hail to the chief and more, what in the world is this guy doing?
Tariffs have also led to political decimation. When McKinley most famously put tariffs on in 1890, they lost 50% of their seats in the next election. When Hott Smuley put on their tariff in the early 1930s, we lost the House and the Senate for 60 years. So they're not only bad economically, they're bad politically.
Not exactly a love letter to King Trump. Meanwhile, over on CNN, Senator Thom Tillis issued a dire warning while responding to Manu Raju, telling Trump American farmers are just one crop away from bankruptcy.
Anyone who says there may be a little bit of pain before we get things right need to talk about farmers who are one crop away from bankruptcy. They don't have time, so we've got to be crisp on this implementation. Otherwise, we could do damage that's irreparable to farmers.
Ouch! Funny how economic disaster has a way of making certain politicians suddenly rediscover their long-lost spines and grow back their shrunk balls. And if that wasn't enough, Bloomberg is now reporting that about $1.7 trillion is set to vanish from the S&P 500 when trading opens Thursday. That's trillion with a T, the kind of number that makes Wall Street break out in cold sweats. The stock market is bleeding so much red, even bulls are considering early retirement. Or, let's say bulls are on the verge of extinction. So, do you still think things are going to magically get better? Well, you might want to pay attention and check on the man leading all this mess.
I have more complaints on grocery. The word grocery, it's sort of simple word, but it sort of means like everything you eat. The stomach is speaking. It always does. And I have more complaints about that. Bacon and things going up, double, triple, quadruple.
I inherited a grocery situation. The groceries went way up, an old-fashioned word, but it's a very descriptive word. Groceries have gone through the roof. And
I went on groceries. It's a very simple word, groceries. Like almost, who uses the word? I started using the word. The groceries, when you buy apples, when you buy bacon, when you buy eggs.
But likewise, an old-fashioned term that we use, groceries. I used it in the campaign. It's such an old-fashioned term, but a beautiful term, groceries. It sort of says a bag with different things in it. Groceries went through the roof. And I campaigned on that. I talked about the word groceries for a lot.
Yep. There is definitely some funny business going on in that man's head, and we might just be fucked than we originally imagined.
I have more complaints on grocery. The word grocery, it's sort of simple word, but it sort of means like everything you eat. The stomach is speaking.
Oh, you still think he's the guy to fix things after that train wreck, as he is celebrating the day he called National Liberation Day. The economists across the board flat out declared a doomsday, saying that Donald Trump has committed the most profound, harmful, and unnecessary economic error in the modern era. Almost everything he said in history, economics, and the technicalities of trade was utterly diluted. And let's be real, when an economics journal starts using words like diluted, you know things are bad. Like this.
I have more complaints on grocery. The word grocery, it's sort of simple word, but it sort of means like everything you eat. The stomach is speaking.
Yep, the stomach is speaking. Basically, his grasp on history, economics, trade, or just about anything is as solid as a Jenga tower in an earthquake. So yeah, there's definitely some funny business happening in that man's head, and unfortunately, the joke's on us. And the punchline might hit harder than we ever expected.